Billy back here to talk about Pretty Little Liars and what makes it so good. So, I've been watching the show now. I've seen every episode, and it's weird. I got into it because my sister actually talked to me about it, and I'm like, yeah, it looks like a chick show, and she had gotten the season one, DVD set, and I sat down and watched it. One night I watched the first few episodes and it was good. It was, interesting and I didn't know if I was going to stick with it. And then I continued on and it just kept getting better and better all the way up until the season finale. And I'm like, holy cow. And then right as season two started on ABC Family, that is when I actually started watching from the new episodes on all the way up till now. What I found that made the show so good was, well, the characters are well written and have a lot of development to them. Uh, and it's an amazing story. Let's start with the characters. So, Arya, Hannah, Emily, and Spencer are the main four characters in there to start out before they meet Allison, and then Allison comes in and becomes the fifth. And then Mona is also a good character and one of the main characters. But anyways, Arya is more of the kind of go with the flow character. She just kind of lets things roll and kind of figures it out from there with, there are times that things get to her, which is like anybody with those situations are in the show. She's kind of like your, go with the flow character, and she puts a lot of thought into where she wants to be in the future. So that's pretty cool. Spencer is that figure things out, do research, very smart person who can look beyond certain things and figure things out. One downfall is anxiety from all the overthinking and everything. So that's not good. And then you have Emily, who is trying to figure out who she is, and everyone, and she's not accepted that she is into women, and her family has a hard time with it. They reject her at first, and then they kind of figure out what's going on. They don't really reject her; they reject her lifestyle. They don't understand, and so finally they kind of ease up a little bit. So that's interesting about her. Hannah is more of your popular girl. Now she's more popular. She's smarter than what people will give her credit for and realize. But she's your popular woman that everyone goes to be. But then she realizes something that happens, that it really doesn't matter how popular you are. It matters how you treat other people. And so she really grows. I think out of the four, I would say she grows the most throughout the series. And she tries to do what's best for her friends, even if it gets her into trouble. So those are your main four. Then Allison becomes a main character when she comes back. We thought she was dead and she came back. So very interesting show. Story-wise, just when you think you know what's happening or you know who the killer is, either that person dies or something changes and proves them innocent. So it's always interesting. My first theory on A was actually... it wasn't Mona. I actually really didn't have a good theory as to who was the original A. When they first revealed Mona, I was kind of shocked. I thought it was Toby or Caleb or somebody like that, but it ended up being Mona. The second A with Toby, I kind of called that one just because I figured he was up to some shady stuff. The one with Charles/CC, I had no idea what was going on there. I honestly did not know who it was. I thought Noel was adopted and he was like a twin or something or whatever. But yeah, I did not see that one coming at all. And that's what I like about the show, is that stuff from season one didn't come out until later. And still to this point, there's stuff from the first season we don't know. That's what I like about the show, is it's a mystery, murder mystery. You really don't know what's going to happen next. And with Uber A, we're trying to figure out who this last bad guy is. If I had to pick a theory, I would say Ren was behind it because he has the money and he's far away, so he could be at a distance and still mess with them, pay someone to do his work. So I honestly think somebody else is doing the killing, but I think that Noel, is involved with certain things, but I honestly think that whoever this killer is was paid by Ren to do it, and Melissa, I think it's kind of shady too, but I don't think she may be involved though, because she's Ren's, the woman Ren's with. So I really don't know. But we have 10 episodes left of the series, and I'm definitely gonna miss the show. To me, it's my favorite show of all time, and Shadowhunters is the only other show I watch. But overall, I really think that Marlene King and the rest of the writers and producers and creators, and then you have all the actors and actresses, really gave everything they had each and every episode to make the show what it is and amazing. And I definitely will recommend this show for anybody, and I talk about it all the time, so that's always interesting. But yeah, I just think that the show has gone on for a long time, and the story has been interesting the entire time. I really have never been bored watching it, and I really just want to thank the cast for bringing the show to life and making it special and making it amazing. So that is why I think Pretty Little Liars is amazing, is because of the characters and the story that is well written, and you never know what's happening. I like that unpredictability and uncertainty in shows, and there's a lot of twists and turns, and it always keeps you guessing. And I like those kind of shows because you really have to look past just the main story. You got to look into some of the details and clues, which the show's amazing. That is all.